Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Scooped, the ice cream review podcast, where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me, as always, is my co-host husband and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percibali. Paul, I think I see something in your eye.
What is it? Is it alive?
It's a tear. Get it?
Real men don't cry.
Tier list because of the
of
the episode. Work with me here.
Okay, I'm working. I'm working.
All right. So
on the railroad all the long day.
In our last episode, we reviewed Haagen-Dazs, which we placed nicely at the A tier level, but that could change any minute because today is the long-awaited mid-season shake-up video that we have been talking about doing for a very long time. This is where we take a minute to kind of reevaluate our choices and see if things have gotten better or not over time.
Right. Yes. Also, I just had a brilliant idea, but I'll talk to you later. You're gonna hate that we didn't think of this before.
Should you just tell me?
No, let's do this and I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay.
And if we go with it, they'll know by the next episode.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, for those of you who are our audio listeners, I mean, this one is definitely one that it would be useful to look at your screen. If you cannot do that, we are still going to do our best to kind of try and accommodate you here. So, just a review. The tier list as it stands is as follows. In the S tier, we have Allstead Farms, Frozen Flavors, Milkcraft, Mystic Drawbridge, Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream, Surreal Creamery, Friendly's, Strollo's Lighthouse, and The Baked Bear.
Yes. In the A tier, we have Gabriel's Fountain, Nicholas Creamery, Carvel, Sunday Afternoon, Haagen-Dazs, Smoothie King, Ralph's Homemade Italian Ices, and Frozen Yo Cafe.
In the B tier, we currently have Jersey Freeze, Rita's, Baskin Robbins, and Cold Stone.
Mm-hmm. In the C tier, all by itself, we have Shake Shack.
And in the D tier, we have Dairy Queen, Magnificos, and last, and definitely least, Mini Melts.
Damn, that was cold. And not just because this is ice cream. Yeah.
I know, I'm cold. Like, I had ice cream, but I didn't. It's just, January. But anywho, so today we are going to be doing something a little differently. We are going to be moving some things around, so if you do have the luxury of looking at your screen, you'll get to see live updates as we move things between tier lists. So
right.
It will be very exciting. You'll get to see us probably argue as we make these decisions as we go through, so should be interesting.
Should be interesting. All right, let's get started.
So how do you want to start this? Do you want to start at the top or start at the bottom and kind of work our way up? Because I feel like that might be easier.
Okay. Why don't we start... Let's start with the top. Reason being, I don't really think that we're going to change much about the bottom.
Really?
Unless you think we are.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think D and C are changing.
Yeah, if anything, we need
Things might move down into them, but I don't think those four are locked in.
Yeah, they're pretty locked in.
Yeah.
They're not changing out of their tier, they just may have friends
They
soon.
might get some new friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll start at the top then.
So, do you think Allstead Farms is any less than what it was before? Or do you still believe that it is the best of what we've done so far?
I don't know. I think I really enjoyed the ice cream from Allstead Farms. It was
Okay.
really, really good ice cream. I
think it might be some of the highest quality ice cream we've ever had.
agreed. And because it is made on the farm and it wasn't expensive and they gave you so much, and I think we have to take all of that into consideration when we consider, like, all around best.
Uh-huh.
Right? And even though we have a couple of places on here that claim to make the best,
Right.
even says so in some of the logos, I think Allstead still needs to be in the S tier. I think it still might be the best ice cream I've had. The only one I know I would put, ready? This is what I would do, but you're gonna hate this.
You really want to put that there?
I love this place, Paul. I don't think you understand. But this is a 2-person podcast, and so it's fine. We can do some negotiating here, but I think Allstead is in a pretty solid spot as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think we can move it. It's just that good.
Okay.
It's the problem. The problem, not problem.
Yeah. So it's a pretty good problem to have
Yes.
for the folks at Allstead Farms.
Right.
You scared me so much, I really thought you were closing the
No.
recording.
No, I was getting rid of the bottom.
Okay. Phew.
All right. So, yeah, we're not going to change Allstead, I think. I think it's fine where it is.
Great.
All right. So, what about frozen flavors? Because I think it's still fine where it is. But what do you think?
I'm not moving it. I still, even though, like, Allstead Farms is probably arguably better, in air quotes, better, Frozen Flavors has that staying power, and, like, I'm gonna keep going back to them. I can't, like, they're my favorite local ice cream shop.
Right.
Still. They are. Because, like, even though, again, like, this place in my heart and soul is somewhere up here. Hello?
Put that down, honey.
It won't even let me go. It was
It
preventing me from putting it there. This is somewhere up here for me, and, you know, this is up here for me too. But this one is the one that has the, like, repeat attendance factor because it's local to us. This is an hour away, and this is like 3.5 to 4 hours away, so it's just not happening.
Right. So then, we do have an option of changing something at this point.
Really?
I mean, I personally don't think so, but you seem to be all crazy about Mystic Drawbridge.
I don't know, maybe it's just because I had like a...
Gesundheit.
Oh, I felt that one all the way down to my toes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Moving on. So,
Ugh.
would you change anything about where Milkcraft is compared to Mystic Drawbridge? Or do you still understand that Mystic Drawbridge is number 4 on the list?
So aggressive towards Mystic Drawbridge over here.
I think I'm just being a contrarian because you're that crazy about it. I'm just like, it's pretty good, and it also hurts me.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it needs to stay where it is because it gives you a tummy ache.
Okay.
And Milkcraft... Does Milkcraft give you a tummy ache?
No.
Really?
I don't think so. The only
Okay.
person I think who has ever gotten, out of the two of us, who's gotten a stomachache from
Oh.
Milkcraft was you.
Yeah, that was... But I don't know if that was from Milkcraft. I think it was... I had stomach issues already, like, starting, and then Dum Idiot Me said, let's get spicy ice cream! And, you know, the rest is history.
Yeah, smart.
Like, if we're to be honest, if we were basing it on, did I get ill from any of the ice cream, this would have to go all the way down here, because it killed me. But again, it wasn't Milkcraft's fault.
Okay. So then, what about Ryan's? Because I think Ryan's is still
I
S.
think Ryan's is definitely still S. I might even, again, if we're talking about, like,
Taking into account all the quality and all the factors.
yeah, I might...
Because it's so cheap. And it's so good. And it's so
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
But close is not really a thing for, like...
For the general public, that's just an us thing.
Yeah, that's an us thing. I'm really wanting Ryan's to come back. I keep looking at it every day on my commute.
You drive past it and you're just like, we're waiting.
Yes.
So, is this like one you would want to move?
I would personally
like
put it
here?
over Mystic Drawbridge. That's me.
Uh,
Personally, Ryan's is like that good.
But see, I feel like I think I prefer, and I mean, don't get me wrong, Milkcraft's wonderful and it's a really cool novelty. But I think I prefer Mystic over Milkcraft.
You do?
If I was going,
It's more unique is the thing.
I know.
With Milkcraft, and that's why I put it ahead.
I know. I could be okay with Ryan's bumping up one level, but I'm struggling with this now.
With Ryan's and Milkcraft?
No, with Milkcraft and Mystic being
separated?
Yeah.
That's only just because they're in the same place.
They're gonna get lonely.
They're in the same state. They can make friends with Ryan's.
Okay.
So then what about Surreal Creamery? Because I still think that's an S.
It's
that's
really,
me personally.
really good. It's it's different. In terms of novelty, it's similar to Milkcraft in the way of like it being so good.
Hell, I could even agree with that movement there.
You like this?
Yeah, just because, as I said, Surreal Creamery, that ice cream that I had from them was that good. With the taro and matcha soft serve with the bobas in it, that was so good.
And they are the only place I've been that has Earl Grey soft serve.
If the
pricing again, we're taking that into consideration, right? Because
I know, but we're also taking into account like quality and uniqueness. And I would probably spend the money on a Surreal Creamery ice cream.
Yeah.
Ryan's and Mystic Drawbridge are just like... Ryan's is the cheaper Mystic Drawbridge, in my opinion. That's why I feel like putting them together makes sense.
Interesting. I can live with... Again, if we are kind of... If pricing is...
I think uniqueness can trump pricing.
Okay, because here's the thing, right? Allstead, amazing ice cream... modestly priced, so that's why it's way up here.
Yeah.
Amazing ice cream, modestly priced, way up here. Amazing ice cream, kind of expensive.
But unique.
But really unique.
Amazing ice cream, again for Surreal Creamery.
Amazing ice cream,
expensive.
Kind of expensive, get what you pay for, right? That's what these two are.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. These, you get like a freaking amazing sale for an amazing quality product. These are, you're getting what you pay for, but you're going to spend a little bit.
Right. So then, I think Ryan's and Mystic Drawbridge...
You think they're comparable?
I think they're comparable, and Ryan's is cheaper. That's why I would put Ryan's over Mystic Drawbridge.
Okay. I can live with this so far. But then what do we do with my friend Friendly's?
Friendly's... How expensive was Friendly's?
Dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap. And it also had some unique combinations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it had that upside-down ice cream cone thing. That was pretty cool. I think it could stay there. It's the next two that I feel like we need to start doing some readjustments.
And I think
the Big Bear is unique, but I think that it might be the unique choice of A.
Really? Well,
we have to start distributing things out of top tier, honey.
You have skipped Strollo's altogether.
Because Strollo's is going down into A.
Whoa. You said that with such confidence.
Because I've been wanting to do that for months.
Okay.
Strollo's needs to go down into A, and I think the Big Bear does too. Because we can't have a ton of S's and a ton of A's. We need to push things down a little bit. It's top heavy. It's going to fall over. Why do you think the pyramids are shaped the way they are?
So you're saying more shit Oh, I just cursed.
Yeah, you need...
podcast. Whoops.
I stopped myself from doing that, honey.
Sorry,
so
guys.
You should be able to also. We need to start pushing things down.
Okay.
And I think both of them are good. They're really good. But they're also not S's anymore. I think that we need to push them down.
You don't think the ice cream at the Baked Bear was S level? I can agree with this. Like, for now, hello. for now, front, because we don't know where to move it yet. But, like, I feel like this as an S tier is perfect.
You want to leave the Baked
I
Bear.
want to leave the Baked Bear at the tail end of S. Because, again, novelty, quality, and yes, price, but they give you the ice cream sandwich is like the size of my face.
Yeah, but they're so expensive. You know what? We can leave it, because it is really unique, and it was really good.
So, like, hold on. So we'll leave it here for now. Possibly... Is that what you're thinking?
That's what I was thinking, but you made a good point. That is like a really unique ice cream.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it back at the end of this
S.
for right now. And
We can
then
go back.
Let's deal with the A tier, because now this is kind of a mess.
All right, so now we got to start moving things down into B. I
Okay.
think Strollo's is still the A tier of Italian ices.
I would agree with that. But that being said, I think we gotta boot him.
Yep, that's
Alright.
exactly what I was going to say. We need to move Ralph's down to B.
Okay.
So, Gabriel's Fountain.
It's staying in A.
It should. It's good.
Really good, and the flavors are unique, and they're changing them all the time, and it wasn't that expensive as far as ice cream goes, like some of the other places we have rated higher.
It was only our traveling fees.
Yeah.
And Nicholas Creamery can stay.
Nicholas Creamery, again, is another one that has, like, staying power for me. Keep going back. I'm on their, like, email list, so I get notified when they have new flavors and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And they texted me today.
What they get back.
Italian rainbow cookie.
Oh.
Your sister messaged us about it, too.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah, I don't like those, so...
I kind of like making my own, but it would be convenient.
Yeah.
So, Carvel staying, right? Or are we knocking it down to B? It might be...
Look, I think it's staying in A.
But it might be at the tail end.
I think it might have to do a switcheroo.
So, you think Sunday afternoon?
Because these two are very similar, but this has the independent flair to it.
Wasn't Sunday afternoon like a spin,
It was one of those ones, I think, that the building used to be a Carvel. Like, so many of the stories start with that.
Was it, though, that the owner used to work at Carvel, or it was just the building?
No, the story you're thinking of, Magnifico's.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I know Magnifico's was that. I was wondering if Sunday afternoon was the same thing.
I don't remember, to be honest with you. I don't think so.
Okay. Then, so Carvel after Sunday afternoon, I can agree with that. Is Häagen-Dazs moving? What do you think about that?
Häagen-Dazs is so expensive. Häagen-Dazs, to me...
Häagen-Dazs annoys me because of how expensive it is.
So here's an idea. Here's my thought.
Okay.
Häagen-Dazs is good ice cream. But
But also, I don't like any particular flavor other than the one I had yesterday, or whatever it was, whenever we had it. Because I had the leftovers yesterday. That's what I was saying. I had that. It's good, but I would never choose Häagen-Dazs over something like Breyers. I really don't have any sort of
Well, see, let's. This is how we have to do this, right?
Okay.
Would you rather get Häagen-Dazs or go to Smoothie King?
I mean, I'd rather go to Smoothie King.
Okay. Would you rather get Häagen-Dazs or go to Frozen Yo
Frozen
Cafe?
Yo Cafe.
Okay. Would you rather get Häagen-Dazs or go to Ralph's?
Ralph's has more variety, so I would go to Ralph's.
Okay. Would you rather get Häagen-Dazs or go to Jersey Freeze?
Jersey Freeze is cheaper, and I like their ice cream choices better.
Okay, I didn't really enjoy my Jersey Freeze choice.
So maybe this is where we need to stop moving it.
This is where it needs to stay for now.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think... Oh, go ahead.
Okay. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say I think Ralph's is fine where it is. It is, like we said before, it is the B tier of Italian ice. Frozen Flavors was the S tier of Italian ice. Strollo's Lighthouse was the A, and Ralph's is the B.
But Rita's is also here.
I know.
Oh, is she moving?
Maybe. I mean, would you really choose Rita's over Ralph's?
As far as quality of Italian ice?
I'd rather go for Ralph's personally.
Yeah.
So I think we got to move Rita's down to C. Now, Jersey Freeze.
Well, hang on a second.
Okay.
Before we jump into Jersey Freeze. Yes, Strollo's is the A-level Italian ice. But is Strollo's better than Gabriel's Fountain and Nicholas Creamery and like the rest of this?
Okay.
Because I feel like it's on the right level, it's not in the right spot.
Okay, so where do you think that it should be? Personally, I think more fondly about Strollo's Lighthouse than I did about Gabriel's Fountain.
Oh, I really liked Gabriel's Fountain.
And I would probably go the Strollo's before... No, Nicholas Creamery and Strollo's are like right on the same level for me.
So how does this sound to you? How does that look to you? Number 3.
I'm just so surprised by your absolute dedication to Gabriel's Fountain.
I really liked Gabriel's Fountain. It had really high quality ice cream. They had cool, different types of flavors. They're a funky little store. I enjoyed it.
You know what? You're right. It did look really nice on the inside.
I just enjoyed
and
the
Nicholas
atmosphere.
Creamery had a cow. But they got
Yes.
some of the craziest flavors I've ever seen.
Yes, they have the corn ice cream, and I will keep coming back for that always.
But yeah, Nicholas Creamery is also always innovating, and I do respect that.
Yeah.
So you know what? Yeah, and I don't think
You know,
Strollo's Lighthouse ever changes their
Paul,
choices.
I think we...
I could agree with that.
How is that?
I agree with that.
Okay. Cool.
I will let you have the Gabriel's Fountain as long as
Because these two, honestly, in terms of quality, I feel like Nicholas and Gabriel are very, very similar. But Nicholas has more... No, you know what? I don't know.
I agreed with that because Nicholas is always innovating.
Isn't
I don't know if Gabriel's Fountain does because we don't go there enough to really make a decision on that.
Yeah. All right. I guess for now we'll do that.
All right. So are we going back to?
And then the rest of A, you agree with? Carvel remains in A.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Smoothie
I'd still
King's-
probably go to Carvel over. Smoothie King and Carvel are two different things, though.
Yeah, they are.
If I wanted ice cream, I'm still probably not going to go to Carvel. I'm probably going to go to Ryan's or Frozen, but it's still really good. If I had money to spend, though, I probably would go to Frozen Yo Cafe, because I still really like Frozen Yo Cafe.
Over Smoothie King?
Over Carvel.
Oh, I would not.
I know you wouldn't. I'm giving it to you, because everyone likes Carvel. But I'm not letting Frozen Yo Cafe drop any further than that, because I really like it.
Alright, but it can live at the end of A.
Fine.
Now this is a whole production over here, because...
By the way, just put Cold Stone down in C.
Yeah, we know. Actually, yeah.
Alright, now go ahead. What were you getting at?
We gotta order this properly here.
Alright, so you would still put Haagen-Dazs over Jersey Freeze.
I would.
You would, personally, but as I said, I do not
You
like
wouldn't.
Haagen-Dazs very much as a brand. But I will let you have it because there are still things that I enjoyed, and you didn't really seem to enjoy what you got from Jersey Freeze.
Yeah, honestly,
For now,
if I was,
we need to go back.
We are gonna have to try it again because, like I said, I tasted your key lime pie ice cream and that was very good, but my soft serve was not.
Your
very
soft
good.
serve chocolate, right?
Yeah. So and that's ironic because isn't that what's in their logo? It
Yeah.
looks to be chocolate soft serve, don't you think?
Maybe peanut butter.
I don't know. Like personally, if it was just me doing this would go there. But
I mean,
I
don't know, man. Baskin Robbins was really good.
It was
The time
good.
that we went.
we had good flavors.
We need to just go back to Jersey Freeze. I'm not letting it drop out of B, but
That
we need
seems
to.
fair.
But we need to go back.
You know what else?
I can live with that. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Because we haven't gone to Baskin Robbins a lot, but that last time we went expecting nothing, and we came
We
back.
were blown away.
We were really impressed.
Was it after? Did we go after we went to Magnifico's? Is that why our expectations were so low?
I don't know.
I don't remember the order. I'd have to.
That
look
would
it up.
explain things.
I'd have to look it up.
But the flavor that they had, I don't remember what it was. It was like a baseball themed something.
Yeah, and you had like raspberry and nuts and stuff in it, right?
Yeah, that was really good.
I had pumpkin cheesecake, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and I had what I had was phenomenal. I would definitely say that's the B tier of like hard ice cream.
Chain ice cream. Yeah.
Chain hard ice cream.
All right, and then Ralph's the top of B. They have a ton of options.
Yeah, I would think
really
Ralph's
do
is the
have
top of
good,
B.
Like their Italian ice is good, and their sundaes are good. So
Yeah,
that seems fair.
I don't think that we should change Ralph's. I think Ralph's is fine the way it is. So next, we're going to have to look at the C tier. So, Shake Shack. Would you put Rita's behind Shake Shack? Would you put Cold Stone behind Shake Shack? Because this is where things start to get really
dicey.
Because out of those three, I'd probably choose Rita's over those three. If we're looking for a frozen treat.
Well, I gotta tell you something. I enjoyed the stuff from Shake Shack, but they're a place where if I'm getting, I'm gonna go there because I want lunch, not because I want ice cream. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like if I'm going out in search of ice cream,
you're going to go to one of the other two places?
I will probably go to Rita's before I would go to Shake Shack. Now,
would you rather go to Shake Shack before you go to Cold Stone?
They're both expensive and not as good as they should be. But at least at Shake Shack I can get a cheeseburger or fries while I'm there.
That is true.
But Cold Stone, and I know you can guess what I'm going to say.
They have the dark chocolate.
They have the dark chocolate. So and I gotta tell you, my Shake Shack chocolate experience was not very good because it had all those little cake pieces in it, and it was like eating dirt.
Yes. It was definitely like eating something dirt related.
Dirt-esque.
Dirt-esque. Wasn't bad. Definitely the cider and the peach was good. It's just the other two were not that great.
Yeah. So I don't know. What would you push Shake Shack behind Cold Stone?
I personally would, because I'm not that big of for shakes. But
that's true.
I also just don't like Cold Stone. They're expensive, and I don't think their ice cream is amazing. But, I think that if I'm looking for a frozen treat, I would still choose Cold Stone over Shake Shack, because I don't really like milkshakes. What about you?
I think I can live with that, because again, even though Cold Stone it's not bad ice cream.
No, it's not.
It's decent-ish ice cream, but it's way overpriced, so that's why it's like...
It's their brand name that allows them to charge that much.
It doesn't balance out.
I wouldn't go unless I had coupons.
Yeah, or a gift card or something. We do have gift cards.
Oh.
From Christmas.
Yeah, we should use those.
We should go. Not today. It's too cold.
Right.
But yeah, and you know what? Fun fact, we also have Carvel gift card from that thing.
True. All right. So, how about Dairy Queen then? Or technically D tier. Because I don't think I would really move anything here. Do you think you could move something here? Because I don't think I could. Oh. I mean, you could do that.
It's a controversial opinion.
I could live with that.
I'm debating.
Because you know what? Dairy Queen, they will give you a ton of ice cream.
And I will tell
for cheap.
That Mint Oreo Blizzard is actually really good. Like, some of the other stuff, meh. Mint Oreo Blizzard. Very yummy.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
So, I don't know.
I only ever buy the vanilla soft serve. That's all I get. And it's not that great. So maybe I should probably be getting something else. But when I think of Dairy Queen, I still think of vanilla soft serve with the red goo.
The cherry dip.
The cherry dip.
Who was I looking at that has that?
Oh,
they're not on here yet. Never mind. episode 29 in the future.
Okay. Well,
keep your eye out because they have that.
are they a good place that you've heard of?
I've heard good things.
All right.
But I gotta tell you, I never heard bad things about any of these places.
That is true.
Even our poor little friend Magnifico over here. I don't know about this.
You know what? I really don't mind that move. That move.
It won't go back. It refuses to go back.
You don't want to put it in C?
I'm thinking.
Would you ever go to Dairy Queen if you had the option to go somewhere else? Would you go to Dairy Queen over Cold Stone or Rita's?
Over Cold Stone or Rita's?
Would you go to Dairy Queen instead of Shake Shack? Like, if I had you choose between Shake Shack, Shakes, or Dairy Queen, which one would you choose?
That's tough. Dairy Queen's way cheaper.
And it's actual ice cream. I personally agreed with your initial take.
This?
I think it's fine in C tier. We can leave it there. Also, Dairy Queen's a pretty good company.
Yeah, they're very charitable. We still have to go on Miracle Treat Day. That's when we're going to go back.
Yeah. So I'm okay with leaving Dairy Queen there.
This looks very different.
It does, because we have more experience now. We can make these decisions.
Yeah.
And it looks even. Instead of... It's not top heavy, but it's like angular.
There's definitely still more good ice cream than not so good ice cream in the world.
But it's like...
Right?
It's angular.
So it's
I like that word to describe
aesthetically it works.
Aesthetically it works. I think we're taking into account more of like what different places offer. So like, as I said, Frozen Flavors is the S of Italian Ice, Strollo's is the A, Ralph's is the B, Rita's is the C, so on and so forth. Just like I would say that like
Smoothie King is the A of drinkable items and Shake Shack is the C of it.
Well, yeah, I was going to say like Ryan's is the A of your general hard ice creams. Carvel is like...
Ryan's is an S, so what are you talking about?
I meant S. Carvel is like the A of general hard ice creams in my head. Like out of... If we're just talking about like the average of ice cream places. And then I would probably put Baskin Robbins as that general B. Mm-hmm. And then for C, I would put Cold Stone.
That makes sense. I feel... I'm still really like, even though it's at the end, right? I'm still really proud of Friendly's for being the only chain to crack the S tier. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Well, technically the Baked Bear's a chain. Now I'm thinking about it, but it's a way smaller chain. But
there's probably less Friendly's, and wait, there's only 3 Friendly's in New Jersey, right? Or is there only 1? I think there's 3.
I personally know of 2. I don't know if there's more. There might be more.
There's probably more Baked Bears than there are Friendly's, or the same amount. I don't know.
And they're opening a new Baked Bear in Westfield.
So yeah, Friendly's is still the GOAT. The GOAT of the old hard ice cream places. And
the GOAT of giving you like so much ice cream.
And they're fun.
In the cute little glass.
I feel like our top S tier... Like, we put a lot of fun places into there.
We did.
Like the Baked Bear and Friendly's and Surreal and Milkcraft. Those are fun places. They got some weird stuff in them.
Agreed. I'm wondering if the episode 29 place I referenced is going to crack the S tier. Because they also have a novelty thing on their menu.
I want to go somewhere with more bobas.
There is another one of those on the list also, actually.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Actually, I think 2.
Yes.
Of them. Maybe. Anywho, but let's do the recap, shall we?
All right, because I'm pretty happy with this right now. I think that this is fine the way it is now. So, for S tier, we have Allstead Farms still in the front spot. Frozen Flavors still in the S tier second spot. Did Milkcraft move?
It did not.
Okay, so Milkcraft is still number 3. Surreal Creamery, now the number 4 spot. Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream, now in the 5th spot. It went down just a smidgen, right?
I think it went up, actually.
Oh, good for it. It deserves it. Mystic Drawbridge, where it deserves to be in the 6th spot now.
What do you have against Mystic Drawbridge?
I just don't have your nostalgia, and it's so fun to mess with you.
Oh my god.
I really don't hate it. It's just I need to try something else there. And also, it needs to stop hurting me.
Valid.
Friendlies, yes, still in the S tier. Did it move up or down? I think it moved down.
Pretty much stayed.
Oh, yeah, it
honestly,
stayed.
Because other stuff moved also. And the Baked Bear technically moved up because Strollo's moved into A.
Yes. Okay. So then, take it away for the A tier.
In the A tier, we now have... We've really messed this one up a lot.
Yeah, this is very
Nicholas,
different.
It's very different. Now in the top spot, we have Nicholas Creamery.
Creamery.
I give up. Followed by Gabriel's Fountain, Strollo's Lighthouse, Sunday Afternoon, Carvel, Smoothie King, and Frozen Yo Cafe.
Yes. And then we have in the B tier, Ralph's now taking the top spot for B's. Baskin Robbins, Haagen-Dazs, and Jersey Freeze. Yes. I can live with this.
Jersey Freeze went down.
Well, it's gonna go up. I'm telling you, it's good. You just need to try the right thing.
Yeah.
Alright, you up for C.
In the C tier, we have Rita's, Cold Stone, Shake Shack, and Dairy Queen, who climbed their way out of the bottom.
And for D tier, we still have Magnificos and Mini Melts.
And they are not moving.
We're so going to get assassinated by the Mini Melt ninjas.
It's fine. They deserve it.
Maybe Dairy Queen will take pity on us that we, move them up a slot.
Maybe. Alrighty then. So that, my friends, is episode 25 and a half.
Yes, our 25th episode. And technically the end of our first season. Right? That's what you were saying?
No.
No, I thought you said... Oh, right. One season is 1 year.
Mid-season.
Shake-up. Yes.
This is halfway through the season. This was episode 25 and a half. Because episode 26 is coming next week with a full episode about a specific shop. And episode 25 was Haagen-Dazs.
Yes.
It's a real Lion King situation we're doing here.
But yes, I think this new tier list looks much more organized and much more methodically thought out.
I don't know about much more, but it definitely looks a lot nicer. I think that we have... Why is my Wi-Fi off? I think we have a good system here now. We've gotten everything reorganized that way as we go through, episodes 26 and on, we can sort of organize things a little bit better.
Yep. I agree. All right. Anything else, or is that it?
Well, thank you as always for listening to Scooped Podcasts. Remember to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, etc.
And all that jazz.
Donate to our Ko-fi if you feel so inclined. Ice cream gets expensive. And
yes.
As you can see, we have expensive taste based on our S tier. So please do that if you are able. And as always, continue to tune in for our upcoming reviews. Remember to tune in next week for a review of a small independent shop with a mysterious background.
Yes. Very much so. And I'm guessing... never mind. I was about to say, I'm guessing you didn't call them up and interview them, right?
I did not call them up and interview them, but I think you'll be excited to see where the episode goes, because I have information. It's just not the information you're going to be expecting.
Got it. Okay. All right. Look forward to it next time, because I'm going to be looking forward to finding out more about them.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Bye.